Hello everybody, welcome back once again. I've got one last character. Well, it's not appropriate to call it a setup because you can't set these guys up, but we're going to be talking Construct 8 and the BYBLOS. Yeah, BYBLOS monster. You know, they're basically just monsters. They can't breed though. That's the thing that kind of sets them apart. But they're pretty beefy. This guy's already at 685 health at level 93, and Worker 8 is, I'm sorry, Construct 8, I guess in this version, is already at almost 800. Now, there's no reason to do any sort of level down, level up, right? Because they're not going to gain any stats either way. This guy has what's funny, so he's listed as having a jump of 6, but he has ignore height. So, kind of interesting there. Now, if you notice though, both of these guys only have a movement of 3. I mean, they're terrible. It's really, really tough to get them around the map. As of, at 93, Construct 8 is at 11 speed. The BYBLOS is actually same with 11. That is not impressive. The one thing, alright, so let's take a look at their skills. Alright, so Construct 8 here, he's got Destroy, so top level operation command, destroy the target. Compress here. I mean, yeah, they don't do that much for you for descriptions here, but the problem with these first two is you gotta be right next to the enemy. Dispose at least is a very, very long range attack, and then Pulverize is the last one here that has the same deal. You have to be right next to the enemy. But all right, let's take a look at Dispose here. Once I actually get into range of the enemies, I'll use, or we'll check the damage on the rest of these abilities. But the other thing about these commands are they take a little bit of his health. That looked like about 10% of his health there that he lost. So that's the other thing that, I mean, that honestly, that makes him pretty bad. Honestly, I don't like that. Like, because it's gonna, you're gonna end up doing a lot of upkeep with him, right, to keep him healthy, and that's not great. I mean, basically one Dark Knight is going to be kind of better than him because they're just going to be more sustainable. But again, a lot of it's just kind of fun. I will say though that the Worker 8 is actually pretty good in the Nelveska Temple battle, or at least I used him there because he's considered a big monster, right? And so he can or basically your characters can jump on top of him to get up on top of the pillars. So that is at least one battle that I do find him at least somewhat useful for. Actually, you know what? Let's finish the rest of Construct 8 stuff, and then we'll take a look at BYBLOS. So all right, let's take a look here. So Destroy. Let's just see here. 320. I think that's the same amount of damage as Dispose, right? Oops. Yeah, same amount of damage. Compress here, 384. So this is a bit more. And then Pulverize. Oh, can't use that because of the elevation. So yeah, range 1, vertical 0. So I didn't catch that. So let's finish him off with this. 64 health. Well, that was less than 10% of his max health. Ooh, ooh. Let's wait one more time, and all right, 1.5. Pulverize. Yeah, this is really strong. Obviously, it's doing a lot more damage here. It's not as usable, I guess, is kind of the way I'd look at it, because of the vertical component to it. But yeah, that looks really cool. That took a lot of his health though too. That was like what, 120 something. So that's quite a bit. The other thing with Worker 8 is he's always got the, I think it's always Atheist. Let me just see here. Yeah, always Atheist. So And he always has 0 faith. So there's no way, I believe, to change that, because he just always has permanent atheist on him. So that means that, you know, magic basically isn't going to affect him, which is kind of good. But also that means also that you can't really buff him. So there's that. But yeah, that's about it for him. There's just nothing really else to him. Honestly, he, you know, interesting. I'll say that. But and that one ability there, what was it? Dispose. Dispose is really nice because it's got such a good range. Like, this is probably his best ability. And then, you know, he's got nothing else. So that's my take on Construct 8. Now, BYBLOS. This guy's a little bit more interesting. This guy can poach, which is, again, sort of interesting. He also has Ignore Height, which also, again, you know, kind of, in some cases, is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. For the most part, I'm not a big fan of these monsters. I just think that, you know, the humanoids are a lot more flexible and, you know, are just generally better. Again, though, that said, this guy having the innate poach is kind of cool. So, you know, if you want to use him for that, that's kind of neat. Alright, so Energize. Restore twice the amount of the user's HP. This is basically Chant, right? This is just his version of Chant. Let's actually, I'll use that in a second here, but also this ability is really cool. Parasite. Use negative power to inflict status effects. Its range is okay, right? A range of 4. Effect: Stone, Blind, Confuse, Silence, Oil, Toad, Poison, and Sleep. Stone is the best. Sleep is pretty good as well. The rest of them I could kind of... Well, Toad is really good though too. So definitely, yeah, actually 2 really, really good status effects in there, and then, you know, again, Sleep is kind of okay, but... Vengeance, attack with power, consumer it to the damage received. So this is essentially the same as, and I'm not going to remember Cloud's skill, but also Beowulf. Beowulf's, I mean, it's funny that they're literally called the same thing, though I think this one isn't, oh damn, range of 5. Yeah, I don't know if this is the same range as Beowulf's or not, but this is pretty good though too. So again, this BYBLOS has lost 296 health, so he will do 296 damage. And then you've got Mana Burn, which, I don't know, this is probably my least favorite skill, right? So inflicts damage amount to the equal target, or amount damage equal to the amount of the target's MP. This is not that great, because oftentimes, I mean, look at this. This guy only has 16 MP, so you're only going to do 16 damage. Now, again, this is okay for characters that have a lot of mana, right? But, you know, for a lot of the monsters in the game, they just don't have, you know, much at all. So it just doesn't end up being very good. So it looks like this is... Wow, what a disturbing looking skill. Wow, that was scary. So... that is about it for these two. Again, it's a shame they're so one-dimensional, but it is what it is. At least the BYBLOS can assist you in poaching if you want. So that is all I've got for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.